Right, we are back then with the Gibraltar Challenge and our first part of Season 2. In today's video, we've got two matches against Lions for you. One in the Rock Cup first round and one in the Bright Stars Trophy first round as well. We have cleared the squad out well and truly over the summer, released a lot of players, which has given us a lot of wage budget to spend, which we've invested solely on free players that hopefully are going to help us move up to the next level, which I think it must have done. Because with those free players and our Youth Academy players that came through last year, we are now third in the odds to win the Gibraltarian National League. So we should have a much stronger team this season. So first of all, let's have a quick look at the free players we brought in. I'm not going to go through the players that have gone out. A bit pointless there. There's a few of them. Those are the ones that went out to clubs. The rest all got released on a free. It doesn't show, obviously. We brought in free players. First of all, we brought in Kike Saverio. I'm very surprised to get a hold of this guy. Wow, I just realised he's come from Barcelona. Wow, I didn't realise that. Wow, okay. Really good. Can play anywhere across the front, really. Striker, left mid, right mid, and centre attacking mid as well. So, going to be a very useful player. However, I think he's going to end up being first team. I brought him up as a backup to fill in for any of the players we have at the front who need a rest or are suspended. But to be honest, the coaches believe he's amazing. He's going to play more than them. So I brought him in as a backup, but he seems to be better than what we've already got. So we'll see a lot of him this season. Then I also wanted to improve our central defensive midfield and centre-back options. So we managed to get Charlie Rowan. He came on a free transfer. He was at Barnet last season. Again, a cracking player. Definitely, I think, going to be a first-team option. I think either central defensive midfield or as a centre-back. Both of those are good options. And the final player we brought in was Fran Alvarez. He's come from the Villarreal youth system. And again, another fantastic player. Can play central midfield or in that centre attacking midfield role, which is, I think, what we're going to be playing him in more as we try and just change our formation slightly this season and become a bit more aggressive while also holding on. Because, of course, we conceded a lot of goals last season as well, didn't we? Where we shouldn't have done, really. A lot of last-minute equalisers and so forth. So I'm going to go in more defensive midfielders, I think, this year. So, I think that's all I've got to show you for now. Let's get into our first game against Lions so we can see these new players in action. And here we go. This is the team we are going to use. And I've just realised, how much does Osborne... Here we go. I'm going to be showing my age here a little bit. How much does Osborne look like the head from Art Attack? He looks just like him, doesn't he? Anyway, so in goal, we're going to be going with Robert Eastman, making his first appearance of the season. I only got 4 games last year after coming through the Youth Academy, but definitely our best player at this point in time. Up the left, then we go with Lucas Alonso, the Spanish left winger. And I think at the end of this season, the end of this season, I think he should be able to gain Gibraltarian nationality and play for the national side if they want him to. Next up, then we've got Mark Pope, who's still, his stats are going up. They've been going up now for over a year. He just seems to be progressing so well. As you can see, playing for the under-21s in Gibraltar as well. And hopefully we'll get him in the main squad of Gibraltar pretty soon. Alongside him, then we've got Adam Curry, who came in January, of course. Made a bit of an impact last year, but hoping to make more this year. Up the right, because of suspensions, we bring in Dan Osborne, the young right winger. Not the best player in the world, but definitely very effective and a good backup as well. Played 12 games for us last season. Already played for the under-21s as well this year. The two central defensive midfielders then are going to be Claudio Almeida, the Portuguese CDM we got in January. And alongside him, there is a debut for Charlie Rowan. And then we've got 3 attacking midfielders. And on the left, it's a debut for Kike Saverio. Up the centre, we're going to be seeing a bit of Fran Alvarez. On the right, we're going to see John Williams. And then our striker today is going to be none other than Jose Recalde. 5 goals in 9 games for him last season, so it'll be interesting to see how he gets on in this game here. Like I said, we have a much stronger team than we had last year. We've really got rid of a lot of the dead wood, and we've really promoted a lot of the really good players we want to push. And hopefully, this year we're going to gain the benefits from that. Like I said, we are currently rated 3rd with the bookies to win the Gibraltarian National League, so I'm saying we need to get Europa League football this season. Now, the game has gone along with real life, I believe. So the winner or the 2nd, 3rd and 4th of this division no longer get Europa League. They get Europa Cup 2. which is the new competition, I believe, that's coming in for some of the teams that are not quite as strong as the stronger nations. So that could make it a bit easier for us. It could mean that the cups are a bit more obtainable for us, not as difficult to get through. So that could be an interesting idea. But of course, we've got another season to try and earn that first. Right, but we want to try and do well in some of the cups this year as well. Obviously, there's a little bit of prize money involved in each one, which we could do with to help advance the team, because the big thing that's going to change for us is when we become professional. That's going to be the big thing we want to do as soon as possible. John Williams with the ball in. It's cleared. 33 minutes in, and we're still at 0-0. Alonso brings it down the left, though. Ball into the middle. It's John Williams with a header into the back of the net, and we lead 1-0 here in the Rock Cup against Lions after 30 minutes. Good times. Good freaking times. It's good to see John Williams get a goal with his head as well. I think John Williams and, of course, the goalkeeper, Easam, I think are two players we're going to struggle to keep a hold of long term. I can just feel there's going to be some bigger clubs going to come sniffing for them at some point. And if they do, we will make sure we get money for them and invest it in the club. I mean, if we were to sell one of those players for, I don't know, £400,000-500,000, that could be enough to tip us over the edge of becoming professional. That would be fantastic if we did that. So that's something we can definitely have a look at in the future. As I said before, of course, this is a two-part challenge. It's not just all about getting Europa point to win the World Cup, the Champions League. We want to get the nation to win the World Cup as well. And if we have to allow one of our players to move on to bigger and better things so they develop better, then I'm happy to do that, as long as we get the monetary reward that we deserve for developing said player. Of course, the sooner we become professional, the better, though, because obviously the players that are our team are not going to progress as well as they should do, because obviously they are only training part-time and not really playing at the most difficult level. But we'll see how it goes. Alonso now bringing the ball forward. Pope, big ball over the top, looking for Recalde. It'd be nice to get a second goal. Like I said, we conceded a lot last season in the late moments of games, so to have that little bit of an extra buffer would be very good for us, because as you can see, they can just break through. Oh, wow. How have we conceded that? We should not be conceding from that distance. We really should not. That's pretty shocking, to be honest with you. I'm not impressed by that at all. Not impressed by that at all. It's a good ball over the top. Luis Casas just takes a shot from distance. I can only imagine that he surprised the goalkeeper there, because there's no way that he should be scoring from that distance, really. It's disappointing. Very disappointing. We've got some more players on the bench, though, to switch and change around. Of course, quite a few players in their debuts. It's going to take them a while to get used to how we play. How are we going to play this, then? Do you want to take one of our new players off, or is that a bit of a risk? I don't know, to be honest with you. See, John Williams is playing really well. I don't want to take Surveyor. Okay, let's do a little bit of tactical changes then. So let's drop Rowan back into centre-back. And then let's bring on... Got no wingers on the bench. That's a bit annoying. Maybe that's something we need to have a look at, actually, because I need to have more width, don't I, really, especially in this formation. I could drop Williams in, but he can't really play that. I'm just thinking of having two strikers, sorry, like this. I mean, are you better as a cam? No, you're best out on the left. That's your best position, isn't it, actually? Okay, so attacking winger. Fran Alvarez, you don't get any better, do you? Let's bring on Arab, because Alvarez is not having the best of games. Let's bring on a secondary striker. Let's push Almeida forward, and let's also push... we'll bring on Campbell Lean for Pope, and we'll push him forward as well. Okay, we're going to go you as a Mezzala. And then we're going to go all out here. Triple substitution. Let's bring on Cassano as well in the middle. Play him as an attacking central midfielder. Okay. Make us a bit more aggressive now. 3 sets of fresh legs. Let's see how we get on. Hopefully better than we have done so far. I don't really want to get knocked out of the Rock Cup again in the first round. I wanted to try and make a run for some of these competitions this year. Of course, Lincoln Red Imps won all 3 of the Cup competitions last season, so we want to try and push them and try and break that, because of course, what was it? Europa FC won the league, Lincoln Red Imps won all 3 of the Cups. We want to break that monotony. We want to break the monotony of the strong 2 clubs in Gibraltar. St. Joseph's did well to split them in the league last season. However, we want to go 1 step further and we want to knock them both off their perches, don't we? Right, big ball forward, finding Williams, who heads it on. Don't let them score again. Do not let them score again. Garcia just ripped the defender to shreds. Okay, Williams. Come on, guys. Don't be like this. Don't be like this. Right. Get that last minute winner. Come on. Cassano. Big ball in. Oh. I really thought on his debut he was going to get his name up in lights there for a second. Not to be, though. Jimenez, big goal kick forward. Straight to Curry. Let's put the pressure back on. Osborne. Big ball forward, headed clear. Come on, lads. Get that ball. I'm worried here we're going to get broken down like this by Casas once again. He's in. Well, he puts it wide. Thank God for that. That could have been embarrassing then. That could have really been embarrassing then. Looks like we're going to go to extra time though, which is not great to be honest. However, it's not the worst idea in the world. I mean, it means we can possibly get a bit of extra match fitness going. Although we have a throw here. We've got another opportunity. Come on. Getting! Kike Severio on his debut gets the winning goal with 15 seconds remaining. Wow, okay. I'm happy now. I'm happy now. I was a bit worried beforehand, but yeah, that's... We need to be winning well. I mean, we should have a stronger team for the second game against Lions in this video because we have got a few players coming back from suspension and so forth. So we should have a stronger team ready to battle against Lions. However, I'm happy we won this. Of course, we've got a few brand new players who are getting used to the way we play and getting used to this style of football here in Gibraltar. And I'm pretty happy with that. Why can't I go to the full time? I've got no idea. Anyway, we're through. Any other big surprises? Not really massive ones. So, yeah, let's get through to the first round of the Bright Stars Trophy, where, of course, everybody in your squad has to be under the age of 23. Let's go. And here we go then. We stick with the same formation. We need to change the players around ever so slightly. So we stick with Izam in goal. Pope has to move out to the left, and we bring in Charles Zomenyo for his first appearance this season. Played 17 times last year, the young Spanish centre-back. He was a good signing for us last year. However, I think as time goes on, he's slowly going to get overtaken by quite a lot of good players. Alan Gavezo comes in. Of course, came through the academy last season as well. Fantastic player. And also in comes Daniel Harris-Arnold, who was suspended for the first game. Next up then in the CDM positions, we stick with Rowan and Almeida. Severo keeps his position. Williams keeps his position. Recalde keeps his position. And we bring in Nick Campbell lean from the beginning as our current cam for the day. So without further ado... oh, by the way, we've got Europa FC in the second round of the Rock Cup, which I'm not impressed about. Probably one of the 2 hardest teams you could get alongside Lincoln Red Imps, of course. But if you want to be the best, you've got to beat the best, and that's what we're going to have to do. And that's what we're going to hopefully do. Get ourselves through to the next round of the Rock Cup. But first of all, let's ignore the Rock Cup and let's look solely at the Bright Stars Championship here, which we have had a very strong start. 2 shots, 67% possession. However, no real strong opportunities, no real, well, not a lot really, is there, at this point in time? No highlights or anything, really. Come on, lads. Come on, come on, come on. We've had 7 shots. Finally, we get something. It's going to be a corner. Which is, oh, well saved by Hernandez, the goalkeeper. Really well done. Williams again with another corner. Plays the ball in. It's gone all the way over the top. It's a penalty. Okay. Not quite sure what for, but it's a penalty. And Nick Campbell-Lean's going to take it. Remember, his last penalty last season was absolutely dire. Hopefully, he's got his shooting boots back on here today. He scored 4 penalties out of 5 for us last season, and he starts things off with a bang here this year as well, as Nick Campbell-Lean gets his 5th goal for the club, his 1st of the season from the penalty spot. There we go. There we freaking go. Well done. We needed that. We struggled to break them down here again today. And that goal... So the earlier the goal, the better, really. So we can just build upon this. Again, we're giving a few players a chance to gain fitness and gain a sort of idea of how we play here. I don't want to go too hard too early. Of course, we've got some players on the bench we can look to bring on. But at the same time, want to get that 2nd goal first. Alright, here we go. Second half underway. Campbell-Lean's done pretty well. He scored the penalty, but I think we're going to bring him off to give Fran Alvarez a chance to show what he can do again. Do we want to go? I'm going to go Dan Osborne, you know, in place of Harris. We're going to protect Harris a bit. I like Osborne. I like the fact that he's a young player we brought for our academy, and I like the fact that he looks like the head from Art Attack as well. That's 2 massive pluses for me. 2 minutes away from the hour mark, though. We want to get that 2nd goal just to secure things. Because we know what we're like for conceding. We did the same thing in the last game. And we seem to concede the same goal over and over again. The hoof over the top. Every goal we concede is just the hoof over the top. Luckily this time Eason was better to it. Big ball in. Zomenyo with the header clear. And Fran Alvarez recently off the bench. On the ball, coming forward, powering forward. Finds Recalde, yet to score his 1st goal of the season. Can this be his moment? Cuts it back. Takes a shot just wide of the post. But it's looking promising here, isn't it? Looking very promising. We need to get the 2nd goal, though. That's what I'm most hoping for. I'm going to make a substitution now. I'm going to go for it here a bit on the hope that we can keep a clean sheet here. And I'm going to give Yunus Arab a chance. He's been scoring a lot of goals for the reserves pre-season. And Recalde's not done so well so far this year. So I'm going to give Arab the chance to show what he can do. Because I would like to make him a full-time striker for us. Come on. Come on. Here we go. Right. Williams with the corner kick. Big ball in. And it's Kike Saverio with his 2nd goal of the season. A headed goal from a corner this time. 2 goals and 2 against Lions. That's good. I'm happy with that. Gave us that little bit of cover that we were worried about, didn't it, really? So we should be fine now. Just see out the end of the game. And that is us through in 2 cups now. We're through to the 2nd round of the Rock Cup where we have Europa FC. And then through to the 2nd round of the Bright Stars Trophy as well. Excelente. So we're going to go a little bit of passionate, a little bit. I'm very happy. Let's build up their morale. Let's get everything happy. And we are sorted. Right. Let's have a look. What does that mean to schedule-wise? So we got, oh, wow. So we got Europa FC in the Rock Cup quarterfinal. And we got Lincoln Red Imps in the Bright Stars Trophy quarterfinal. We couldn't have got 2 worse draws there, could we really? Okay, well, next video we will come back and we will play our first league game of the season. That'll be against Lynx, and we'll also play the first round of the Gibraltar Cup as well against Mons Calpe. Of course, if you have enjoyed this video, please let me know by hitting that like button, and of course subscribe if you would like to see some more as well. I've been Shabby Gamer, thank you much for watching, and I'll see you next time for some more of the Gibraltar Challenge. Bye.